welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash. Now, here are your hosts, Kevin Ryan and H. Foley.
Hey, everybody out there, and welcome back to everybody's favorite new podcast. This is Are You Gary? I'm your host, H. Foley, coming at you on a beautiful day.
Him. on a molecular level, that bothered him.
Fucking hated it.
Got to keep you on your toes, Toby.
We're down here at Aunt Tootie's basement.
I don't have to tell you that.
Because you're the homies, you're the fans, you're pals of ours.
Sure.
Jerk off sitting across the table from me.
What? Hey.
Was that uncalled for?
We had a nice meal.
We had a nice meal.
We've been doing so well together.
Great.
Yeah.
Good times.
Uh-huh.
Kevin James Ryan, everybody.
Hey, gang. Thanks for tuning in. We love yous. We love
the YouTube numbers you're cooking. Oh, you don't like it when I do it, huh?
Well, I didn't make you sound like an asshole.
Let's turn this into a hard feelings, huh? What do you say,
I
boys?
think we're there now.
Toby, you stink. Go ahead.
No, you go, please.
How about a nice quick shout out to our producer extraordinary? Let's run that whole thing back again.
No, this is great. What are you talking about?
Just to get the thing, we're down here at Aunt Tootie's basement. This is a bonus episode. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in to Patreon. We've covered Kevin James Ryan. Now give it up for Thomas McMullen.
It's
everybody.
A pleasure to be inside of H. Foley's head right
Oh,
now.
hachi machi.
Well, T-Bone said he would like me to use his government name when I introduce him, which I don't think I've ever have.
You for sure have.
Have I?
You
Do
do
I
a bunch
say?
of times.
So T-Bone, give it up for T-Bone McScruffins, Toby McMullen.
Yeah.
Okay. Thought I usually do Toby McButtons or something like that.
Yeah, and I would like...
He would just like to be formally introduced to the listener.
Yeah.
You're introducing him, he sounds like a cat. They think we got a cat with headphones on who cackles in the back. They don't know.
Give it up for Whiskers, everybody.
There's a lot of new people coming in. They're jumping on a boat.
They're jumping on
I
a
don't know
boat,
what to
and we
tell you.
appreciate it. We love you. We're
every
doing a
goddamn-
little bony episode.
I love every goddamn body.
We thought it would be a good idea. T-Bone came up with the idea of why don't we clear out the live show file of questions that we have.
Yeah, because
As you know, when you come to a live show, you get your question asked.
Man, you're really trying to host past the hosting portion now.
I know.
As you know,
Man, you can turn dickhead real quick. This guy can turn on a dime. I tell you. And the fans out there might be like, "Oh, it's
my
chosen.
superpower."
Chosen. It's like he knows how to just fucking needle you. He knows. Our rhythm is so good together. We should never step on each other until you choose. Just to fucking, you know when I'm gonna. You throw it up, I hit it, I pass it.
Not today, buddy. Not today.
He's all really stepping on his intro. Really fucking.
No, not at all.
Yeah,
We're having a good
not
time.
At all, totally.
So when you sign up for the Patreon,
What are the
Wait,
Beach
wait,
Boys
wait.
like in real life?
So you guys went to dinner together? Was that good? You guys had a good time at dinner?
we had a nice time.
I'm talking to Toby,
I'm
please.
sorry. We went to dinner together the other night.
Where'd
out
we
to
go?
Gallaghers.
Gallaghers.
Shout out to the two homies I bumped into outside of the Comedy Cellar. Said what up. They went to Gallaghers off the recommendation from the show.
Gotta love that. Listen,
It's the best restaurant in New York City.
That's an exaggeration.
It's not.
I don't know.
For all reasons.
For all encompassing, what is it?
I mean, you go downtown in Soho and do the fucking foo-foo foam shit or whatever the fuck
I
you
knew
want.
you were gonna say foo-foo foam shit.
You can do what you want
Because we
down
were
there.
sitting in Gallaghers. It's like, you don't get that foo-foo foam shit here.
Yeah.
By the way, he's also, anytime he sees one of those Andrew Schultz stories where he's eating that stuff, he's like, when are we going to eat stuff like that?
I know.
Yeah, it looks
Listen,
good. But they throw me out of that joint. Gallaghers, they treat me like a gentleman.
they do. We
Below
walked
14th
in,
Street, I'm a mutant.
no resi, walked in, me and a big man, we did a nice friend thing. You were like, hey, I could be, I'm itching for a dinner and maybe some cocktails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I did? I thought this was helping our cause. Since you had done it, since you had made the first move, I hung back and tried to pretend like I was aloof.
Oh, wait, okay, hold on. I want to talk about that. I didn't know. I mean,
So
you're
they
like
think
a
we were
toddler.
celebrities or something.
No, what? You're crazy.
They're
So,
like, oh, this guy must be important. He's walking around like an idiot.
no, they were like, are all members, so we... They thought you were walking around like an idiot, but not because you were famous. I should have had you on a leash.
Sir, please close your mouth before you're seated.
Sir, can you stop breathing?
What do you guys do with these steaks at night?
Do I get to pick mine out?
You guys take them home with you?
So we show up. We go, oh, let's try to walk in. Maybe we get a seat at the bar. And, to put a pin in it.
Which is okay.
Listen, they do the bar eating. Me and my wife have done it once. They do the bar eating. Fantastic. They clear everything out, and they set it like a table. White napkins.
Linen
like covering, covering your, not fucking paper ones. Not ones with fucking Scooby-Doo on them.
Paper towels.
Like proper napkins, and they cover the whole thing. So it's like a table. It's not like you don't see any of the bar. It's, it extends the whole thing. And then the way they put the plates, they know how to like prop them up on an angle because you're running out of surface areas. It's really good. And I want to be a regular there so bad.
Which we're getting there.
I know, but every time I go
You
in,
don't think they kind of maybe knew us?
I don't know, man. I was in there with my wife one time, and like the fucking, there was like a, because they're dressed like maitre d's, you know what I mean? These are like old school.
Dressed sharp.
So he's running around, and he's like, oh, that's fucking, oh, God, make sure he doesn't leave. And there's some guy sitting there at the bar, so I'm like, fuck this guy, you know what I mean? You could tell he had a little bit was successful in some of the art. You could tell he wasn't a businessman.
There was a guy
He had,
that
like,
walked in
long
there
hair.
the other night that looked like he was fucking made of money.
Oh, he trumped me hardcore at the...
Walked right by you.
Right, dude, I'm talking to the guy, and he walks, he's like, in a suit that looks like it's $70 million. He goes, meanwhile, I'm in a sweaty T-shirt. He's wandering around in the back. He's, like, picking his teeth in the window and stuff.
It's John Travolta.
Yeah, the guy goes, I'm here for the private party. He goes, right this way. And, like, I was like, I'm like, I'd walk up for two, please. Real bozo. I got a school
You do
bag
Groupon?
on. But he goes, yeah. I'm like, hey, walk up for two. And they're looking. And he's like, yeah. And then he's like, is your whole party here? I'm like, yeah, he's right there. He goes, well, can you get him? Because he's 15 feet behind me, like by the revolving door, like picking his nose. Got his finger in his belly
thought if I
button.
looked important, they would help. They would get us a table quicker.
What?
Yeah.
That's your version of looking important?
Well, I
Is
was.
to look like you're missing brain cells?
Well, I was just kind of like wandering around looking.
Have you
around.
ever seen an important person before?
He's the world's first lobotomized billionaire.
They
Hello,
said it
my
couldn't be
name's
done.
Peanut butter.
They said it couldn't be done. I got the brain of a goat. Yeah, I mean, it was like
I'll have the goldfish, please.
it was.
It was nice.
It
We
was
had a
very
nice dinner.
nice.
We had a couple of cocktails. Kept it real lean, real light. You didn't even really mess with those hash browns that much.
No, just a couple, a small serving.
It's nice. It was
I've also been tightening it up. I've been reading the fucking comments. I've been tightening it up myself.
porky.
Which this is not a fact word update, but now me and him are all bad. We did about. He had the booze bug in him. He was like, "You want to go out and get all fucked up after?" Dude, meanwhile, I'm like, I can barely see straight. We each had like 5 drinks at dinner, like heavy bike drinks, not like beers, like proper fucking drinks.
I had 2 glasses of Sauvignon Blanc and 2 espresso martinis.
Those espresso martinis no good, full of sugar.
No, they don't make them with sugar there.
And how do you? I'm not saying you're right or wrong, but that is a very H Foley. No, they don't do that there. You didn't ask.
You said the same thing about margarita mix.
Yeah, this is okay. Also, you let on. You're like, I had a slice of pizza one day. You've been laying on. I think you got the 22 lbs off. You've been getting a little loose because typically that's not something you would tell me. We were all banged up, being all lovey, kissing and stuff. Out
I had
front.
a slice of Franzone's pizza.
And
on
he
Saturday.
started letting.
That's the only thing.
One slice.
One slice.
But there was something else. You were like a couple of Triscuits. There was a couple. It wasn't just one thing.
Triscuits.
I don't know Triscuits, but there was other things.
No.
There was. I'm proud of you.
No sugar in the espresso martinis. Simple syrup. It's different.
It's
I'm
simple.
joking. Of course, there's sugar in it, but that instead of a dessert, I thought would be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I'm all bombed up.
Yeah. Plus, I mean,
Get you hammered.
I mean, the guy's he's only human. What are we doing here? He's doing great. I'm very proud of him. But it was
either
also
either
funny.
that or the fruit plate.
Fucking yeah. After a couple of spritzers, the vaults opens up on you.
Ooh.
Out of nowhere, we're outside having a cig, waiting for. I had a slice of pizza. Like you had to get a body off your chest.
Got to keep it real tight over the next couple of weeks. Real.
You got a weigh-in coming in like 2-3 weeks.
2-3 weeks.
Something
Got a
like
weigh-in
that.
coming.
It's gonna be tough too because we're gonna be out in La La Land for a couple of days.
Dude, I'm being honest with you. I do better on the road.
Okay.
I do better on the road.
Okay.
100%.
So now we'll get into the questions in a minute, but I wanted to discuss with you.
Okay. My door's
why'd
always
you
open.
look at me like I'm an asshole when I said I wanted to discuss something with you on our fucking recorded Okay.
My door's always open. What can I do for you?
Do you want to do hotel or Airbnb out there?
Hotel.
Okay.
And how much is it?
They're both very expensive.
Where's the Airbnb?
I mean, there's a couple of them, but you could do one with a pool. We could do something nice. I don't know. I'm just trying to get. I can go either way.
If it's cheaper, but it's just me and you in the Airbnb. What if something happens?
Sexually? What if you see me in the pool one day and just can't resist? Your gears start going.
I've had the old bull.
Now we need
You
the
guys-
fat old bull.
You on this trip, you complain about me a lot in the airports and such. You're gonna miss T-Bone. You're gonna wish.
Oh,
that
I
was
need a
there.
buffer, of course. I need you to, which was the big fight. I need you to not talking to me for the most part.
Are we flying first class?
No.
Okay.
Going out to the coast.
Not
Talk
to the
to
coast.
the boys.
Couple of pods. Do I want an Airbnb or a hotel? We're out there for a few days.
Well, we're
We
out
get
there Monday,
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Tuesday, or is it Monday?
No, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday. I think it's Monday.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
No,
And I knew there was
There's-
sugar in the espresso.
there's no
martinis.
Monday
I don't
next
know why
week.
I lied. But I did only have one slice of pizza.
Okay.
Okay.
I can. Is that 3 plates spinning? All right, continue.
I admitted to my wrongs. Monday,
This is why
Tuesday, Wednesday.
You can't be nice or give him credit, folks.
I know.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll be down at the next weigh-in. And if you thought the first one blew me
Down at the dollar slice spot.
Percy!
Give me 2. If you thought the fucking
Eyes.
wait do you see the sequel on this?
Buddy, I'm pulling for you.
I could be under 200.
Somebody sent me a couple of people. A couple of people sent me the moment you read the number
Aw,
and my like pure shock, euphoria, bliss.
it's been awesome. Those
And
messages,
that's what I call acting.
those messages mean a lot, man. They really have. That people were excited.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, it's great.
Means a lot. It really does. I'm
But
not gonna
T-Bone, the one place we could say was where T-Bone has lodged before, and he said it's close quarters. Also, will you feel comfortable of us hitting the pool at a cool LA fucking?
The pool of that hotel is sick. And the restaurant upstairs does a nice BLT.
buddy, I'll walk around that fucking whole
I
state naked with my little dinger hanging out.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yes.
Or
Hotel with a pool?
obviously a pool.
Yeah. Hotel with a pool, I think I'd rather have than. Where's that? Is that an Airbnb?
Uh-huh.
But it's just you and me sitting there like losers.
We're gonna be sitting like losers next to the fucking Instagram models at the hotel
At
too.
least we got something to look at. A little eye candy.
I'll put a thong on.
Whatever's cheaper. Whatever you think. I'll leave that up to you. Just make sure, for my sake, you read the fine print and make sure we're not getting locked in with some psychopath.
I
again.
did read the fine print, and you still broke the rule.
You read
Is
the
that-
fine print in the airport. I'm saying
It
don't
doesn't matter.
don't
You
even-
still broke the rule knowing the fine print.
Okay.
You knew the
And then
rule and
lied
you
about
broke it.
Listen,
You knew that. It doesn't matter. There could be a billion rules, no rules. You're gonna find one to break. That's what you do.
if the Airbnb
Rules
has
are like chairs with you.
if the Airbnb has
Nothing on that.
if the Air,
You're breaking them.
if the Airbnb has a bunch of weird rules, get the hotel. We can do whatever the fuck we want there.
Okay. Like what though? I don't like what. I mean,
I like a hotel.
sure.
I feel safer in a hotel. I don't like being in somebody's house.
Okay. Okay.
But
I was.
Obviously, let the finances dictate, whatever. If it's a couple
Sure.
$100, get the hotel.
Okay.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're there for 5 days?
No. When are we there?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, we come back Friday.
We leave Monday and come back Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah. Leave Monday, come back Thursday.
All right. Not bad. Yeah, let's do the hotel.
All right.
Right, is it right downtown?
I don't know. I don't know where right downtown is.
Was it right downtown?
It was right by where we were at.
Close to the action?
Yeah, in the action.
Moving and shaking.
Yeah, we're going to be hanging out with Pooter. We're going to see Jeremiah, see the boys.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm,
Do a little hanging.
Do a little hanging and
Do a
banging.
little banging.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We're gonna share a room though at the hotel.
What?
Yeah,
Would
right.
you ever?
I'll be at a different location.
You pull an A-Rod, you get a nicer hotel?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also, do you want to rent a car out there or Oobs?
The Ubs are pretty reasonable out there, right?
They were real cheap when we
They
were
were
there last
real
time.
cheap, but I think we might have a couple because we're moving and shaking around. So I don't know. That's another thing too.
Let's do the Uber.
Okay.
I mean, again,
Sure,
you handle
yeah,
the
yeah.
books. So
I know, but
whatever-
I'm just saying. Yeah.
the only problem is he likes to, you know.
Lie about espresso martinis? Is that what that name is?
No, that was what I was referring. He likes to drink. So why have a car that you got to deal with?
Sure, but I'm
Well,
just
you
saying
can
if we
sit
have
around
like
and-
an hour drive to I don't know if we're going to like Culver City or whatever. I don't know where these people are.
Culver City. That was the name of the place. That's where we stayed.
That's where I had pizza.
One slice. One slice. Yeah, whatever you want to do, big dog. You got control. I roll with you. For me, the action is the juice. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
Not gonna have any trouble from me moving forward. I relinquish all control. I trust you guys. You're doing a great job. I'm focusing on me. I'm focusing on my weight loss journey. I'm focusing on my mental health and trying to be the best H. Foley that I possibly can for you guys, the bozos, and of course the homies.
We were actually looking for a different track, not the same old song and dance.
Yeah, that was the top of the charts last year, okay? I'm looking for the new stuff.
I gotta get Tony Bennett in here, do a duet on that, spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Gaga. No, I mean that sincerely. So whatever you want to do, I'm down. I'm just happy to be here. I love you guys.
Did you slash Kippy's tires?
Something's up. Something's up. So I don't like it. I'll tell you that much. I don't like. I know you're off kilter a little bit when you go on these long. This is what I'm doing, and you look down. You won't look at. You don't look at anybody.
I'll make eye contact.
I don't want you to.
I'll lie right to your face. You want me
Yeah,
to?
I know. It's like you have shame. It's like we don't believe. You're like a dog looking in the corner.
I
After
think
you
you do believe me. I think my track
I don't believe that
record-
you're working on your mental health.
Sure, I am.
Dude, fucking 2 hours ago, you asked me to diagnose your heart problems. So, listen, we're not.
It's a process.
You keep saying that.
It's a process. What are you guys doing this summer?
Getting thrown out of more Airbnbs, I presume. No, we'll
No.
probably do a hotel.
Yeah.
I just don't like
Go ahead.
the small hotel. No,
I don't like a small
That's
room
what I'm
either.
saying. It's like
No.
you get, and then you're like, well, what the fuck? I can't even stretch out.
No.
Like, what if we have a couple hours downtime? We want to watch some TV, pal around, maybe jerk off together.
Sure.
Pitch us a tent, glaze a donut,
I don't know what that is, but
circle jerk. Everybody
Ah.
comes into the man. It's like a donut.
and then what do they do with the donut?
There's no donut.
Like when you jerk off on a cookie?
No, I believe that's Ookie Cookie.
Or Limp Bizkit?
Is that what you did? Did you jerk off with your friends in a circle?
No, it's a circle jerk because everybody stands in a circle.
Uh-huh.
And then the idea, a glazed donut would be everybody. This is very crude for a family program. You asked detail on it.
Well, don't mention donuts.
And then I guess everybody would finish into the circle, and it would be like a circle of stuff that would resemble a glazed circle, i.e.
Okay.
glazed donut.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I never did that. What we'd stand back to back and then walk 10 paces, turn, and fire.
Really?
Do the Dutch rudder.
No, I'm not having jizz duels, dude.
The Alexander Hamilton? Is that what Hamilton's about? Is it Alexander Hamilton?
Yeah, it's about a bunch of guys jerking off.
Is it Andrew? Wasn't there an Andrew Hamilton?
I don't know.
Or is it Alexander Hamilton?
Who are we, Shane and Louie? I don't fucking know.
Okay. What's next? Let's talk business.
Nothing.
Go with the hotel.
Okay.
It'd be nice. You were out there. It's nice to be around people.
Sure. I concur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit the pool. Plus, here's the thing, too. If we're out there for that long, I do much better in the hotel with the gym.
Okay.
Much better. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So, that'd be nice.
Okay. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Airbnb it is. But guys, we have a list of questions that we want to get through from the live show. So
Sure.
as you may or may not know, because obviously not everybody's been to a live show.
Come see us, though.
Everybody submits their questions, and we get to a chunk of them, just not all of them. These are some of the personal faves.
A lot of dates coming up late summer, early fall, huh? Busy little bees.
Yeah. Late summer, fall, winter are going to be.
Now, will that still count as the middle class famous tour? Or are we going to switch it up?
No, it's a middle class famous tour. It's the
Middle-class
year.
famous
Yeah,
tour? Cool.
yeah. New tour every year.
Cool.
Same jokes. No.
All new material.
All new material.
How about
If
that?
you
Me
saw
and
us
you.
again, it'll be all new material.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Pretty good.
Of course. We're burning turn over here, all right? It's not as good, but still, we burn it turn. No, I'm kidding. It's a great show. Come
good
see
time.
us.
Yeah. It was funny, just not to talk inside baseball. But
Talk inside baseball. This is behind the show. This is it. We let these guys behind the curtain.
We did our new
They're
set.
paying for the goods.
we did our new sets the first night in Chicago, which was great. But then doing it the second night in Rosemont really felt like, here we go. It felt good performing it.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
a little
it's good.
confidence in it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
New
for
stuff, new cities, good times. Love it.
sure. Mm-hmm.
Everything's great.
That's when you know you're losing it. When everything's great, right? Everything's great. Everything's great. Everything's great.
Yeah.
Everything's great. Do I have anything to worry about? So I have not. You know he's losing it when he goes, so I have nothing
Kip,
to worry about.
You're taking the words out of my mouth.
Yeah.
So I have nothing to worry about?
Yeah, that's you looking. You're going, give me something. I need it.
something.
Feed the demon.
Yeah.
Let's go. So I have nothing to worry about? I have nothing to worry about? You've been saying it for a year. I have nothing to
beast.
worry about?
So now I just got to worry about my. Just got to show up, be funny, right?
Just show up and be funny. I ain't got to worry about nothing. Show up and be funny.
We're just in that money too? What's going on?
Yeah.
What
What's
happened
that
with
road
the
money? What happened with the road money? We don't have it. It's gone.
With what? Road money?
We lost it.
Damn it.
It's expensive.
Oh, gosh. Ruined us.
Yeah, but let's hop into a two-tree cues.
Please.
This one's from Eric. This is something I didn't even know you could do, but it feels like it's got a very Foley family vibe. Have you ever paid for medical bills with a Visa gift card?
Wow.
I presume you could probably pay a copay or so. I guess even over the phone, if you're like, hey, I want how much you want to pay, and you're like, I want to put like whatever's on there, $40, and here's the credit card number, right? Because it processes like a credit card.
I'll be honest with you. Can I be honest with you?
Buddy, I'm listening.
I've never paid a medical bill up until like this turn of my life. Like I never had insurance until I would except for when I was in my 20s,
Mm-hmm.
which I think my parents were paying for it.
I'm sure they were.
Yeah, I never paid that shit. Eventually they just stopped calling.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
When was the last time you guys went to the dentist?
Man.
I talked about that. I went to the Groupon one
Couple years
maybe 3 years ago.
It's
Got
got-
like a cleaning and a diagnosis.
It's got to be like 7 years since.
I think-
Before that, I think it was my wife was like, you have to go. Like it was, she's like, do I haven't been to the doctor in?
Really? You haven't got like a checkup, a physical?
No, that's where they give you all the diseases there.
Yeah, not fucking. You got to get up pretty early in the morning to fucking prick me with something. All right, Daddy. Fucking walk out of there with scabies or something.
Tell me I got herpes. Huh?
Yeah. My last doctor was my pediatrician
Damn.
that I went to up and including college.
You have to go get a physical.
Yeah, I know.
You got to go get a physical. You got to go get some blood work. You got to get a chest X-ray.
I'm good.
All that stuff. You got to do that. I did that stuff.
I know.
What does that tell you? If I'm doing it and you're not doing
It's the first time I've had my blood pressure checked not in a race car bed.
I do.
it. Or at a Dwayne Reed.
Mm-hmm.
Stick it in there. I have not been to a dentist in probably 17 years,
Ooh,
except for when I had my 2 teeth pulled.
mechanic did that.
Yeah, but that was just a drive-in. It was a friend of my mom's. The guy who used to park the motorcycle in our garage.
I'm aware of your
Yeah.
shifty.
Good man.
But
But he just yanked it and I left. Couple perks. for
I
the
should have
road.
known that. I barely knew you. I think we might even talked about it. I barely knew you. We were like outside smoking at like the Raven Lounge. It said like 4 words to him. You know, he's asking if he could bum cigs or whatever. It was like the extent of our conversation. And you were asking me dental advice to get that tooth pulled.
Well, you seem like a sharp guy.
Nah, I got to plant my anxiety somewhere. Hey, this guy looks like you know me.
I have a few people in my life that
I was a guy on the street at that point. I didn't have your number.
You got a good vibe. You got a good vibe from me. You seem like you had a good head on your shoulders. I don't know.
I was going to a pediatrician at the time. Clearly didn't know what I was talking about.
Now, I got a couple of people that I trust with those kind of things. Robbie Slovic's one of them.
Okay.
I call Robbie. My cousin John. I call him.
Little Mo with the gimpy leg.
You've been smooching, T-Bone.
I know these names. Fucking Cracker Jack. Yeah. My mom's that for me.
Oh, yeah, my mom. Yeah,
I don't go out. I go to her.
my mom loves that stuff though. That's the only problem. She loves talking about who's dying of what, who's got this.
Oh, I was just
What
home,
did-
dude. I
what
got
did
the
they-
injury report from everybody.
You know, well,
Billy's got malaria, and you're like, what the fuck?
I talked to Kathy O'Donnell, and she said the best thing to do. It's like, well, just fucking tell me what's going on.
Yeah, these old broads, they chirp. Because
They
you
love
got to
it.
think, as you get, this was my take on it yesterday. They're all getting older,
Mm-hmm.
obviously. That's when things start happening. You know, people get hurt, or not hurt, or sick, you know.
Sure.
Even big things or little things, it's when you're older, you know? So it's like, that's their life. Everybody they know, when they start getting in their 60s, is dealing with something, some
My
sort of
mom
something.
sits out there on that smoker's lounge on our back porch.
Man, for the listener, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch the Cribs Foley edition. He's got this like half-baked
It's a
patio sunroom. Ooh.
We're getting a new roof put on it because of that hailstorm they had last year. You remember that? They had a bad hailstorm. I
No,
don't know.
sounds like it's from the 20s though. Remember the hail got him. But this room, your mom's must have smoked 50,000 ciggies in there.
Some Bernie's.
It's
been ripped
like
in there.
I've never smelled a room that, like I walked in,
Heaters.
it hits you in the face. It's a fucking, it's a heater hang.
Heaters.
Yeah,
Dog's just out there.
smoking a pipe.
But she sits out there fucking crushing rippers just on the phone.
Is
Fuck.
she gonna give them up?
I don't think so, man. To be honest with you, this chicken sandwiches, obviously. Couple of loose lips in the chicken sandwiches department.
Yeah.
Keep these bums in check. Zip it. This is for your eyes and ears only. She had a tiny little scare. What was that? A couple months ago.
Ran out of cigs.
Wawa's closed.
What are we gonna do?
She had a tiny little scare. She's been in a lot of stress with my dad and all that stuff. She had a little scare where they were going down to a doctor's appointment for my dad, and she got like real nauseous in the back of the car and felt like she was going to pass out and this and that and the other thing. They kept her overnight at
Hot box and cigs on the way down to the fucking doctor.
smoking in the
Yeah,
ambulance.
I don't feel good. Yeah, crack a window, dear.
But anyway, everything was fine. Everything was,
That was stress, probably. Or some sort of
They
exhaustion.
ran her up to Wazoo with all the checks and all of this and the chest X-rays and She was off them for like maybe a month, but they got their hooks in her.
I know.
You know, she smokes.
Yeah, she does.
She likes rippers, heaters, darts, loves it all. Marb lights. Let's.
I know.
go.
I've bummed a couple from her.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Bumming cigs from Patty.
Bumming cigs
Yeah.
from your homie's
Patty, let me get
mom?
one of them. Whatever.
She hangs. I remember dude, the weddings. Ma, where are your smokes? Fucking grab one of those out of her little purse. You rip a heater with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
She's
like
a good hang, that one. That Patty.
she's all right.
better.
Than you for sure.
She's all right.
She's never asked me to diagnose her. I'm that guy going down the shore. I'm the Bernie guy down the shore.
You have them.
I have them, and then all like my cousin or they who don't smoke. They smoke when they drink, and then they smoke when
Other
you
people,
know,
smoking around them.
other people are smoking, and they know. They're like, "Oh, fucking Kippy's coming down. Fucking, we're getting the heaters heavy." Like, you know, and then I'll get eye contact around like the third drink. I'm like, Uncle Kev's gonna show me his new car or whatever. We're down there, fucking.
Never seen a Kia before? Huh?
It's an import. Yeah. This one is pretty bonkers. This is from Juan. Have you or anyone in your family ever eaten French toast with ketchup instead of syrup? Which I guess you
No.
got to think it's bread, it's egg.
No.
I'm not on board with it, but I can see if you don't have syrup, you go. If you made the French, listen, you've made the French toast. You go, it's fucking hot, it's piping, it's steamy. You got to put something on there. It's too
Not
dry.
ketchup.
Well, what do you do?
You'd put butter and jelly on it like a fucking gentleman.
Okay, I'm assuming
Or
they might
honey.
have had. They might not have jelly or honey.
Yep.
Now,
I would argue if you don't have syrup, you don't have jelly or honey. I would argue that as an adult.
ketchup? That's what you go to? First
I'm
of
not
all,
saying-
you
hold-
check. You check to make sure you got all the accoutrement before you start whipping the eggs.
Listen, hey, jerk off. I'm not serving this for breakfast.
And this is also clearly a guy who's like, I got bread and eggs.
Yeah. How can I make this last? This guy hasn't thought this through. Clearly,
Hang on. Are you familiar with the Monte Cristo?
the ham, right?
It could be ham.
That was
Usually it-
European shit to me.
Usually it's That's a croque monsieur. What you're thinking of?
No, I know those too.
They're delicious.
We used to get Coke from a line cook at a Bennigan's, and my manager would anytime we
Monte
went-
Cristo was the Count of Monte Cristo to me, and that was all fucking European. We
the
don't
Guy
do.
Pearce movie.
We don't do that.
Great movie.
my manager would be like, "Hey, you want some?" He was so not subtle. We'd be in the kitchen, busy Friday night. He'd be like, "Hey, you want to run down and get us some Monte Cristo sandwiches?" It's like, just say cocaine.
Yeah,
dude.
just say blow, dude.
Wait a minute. You worked at a Bennigan's?
No, I worked at Gino's East in the Bennigan's down the street. There was a line cook we would get Coke off of.
Nice. You go get it mid shift.
Oh yeah.
That's clean living right there. And having a hookup in the kitchen. Those were the days. Used to run down to the garage, see our boy, fucking grab a couple of 2-tree, perkadingies.
Mm-hmm.
What are you folks gonna have tonight? Really selling the specials.
Singing happy birthday. It's not even my birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Feeling really good.
Happy birthday! I stole this piece of cake.
Something just came out of your nose.
Out of my nose
Not out of my nose.
or Toby's nose? Was it flaky or was it liquidy? My nose has been running.
I didn't zoom in to catch the molecular compound. Of it.
Listen, my point is,
What's your point, big guy? Tell me your point.
you
I'll
can
tell
do
you
something
stink.
with the French toast. If you make like a grilled cheese with the French toast, for lack of a better word, if you put some cheese on there,
I'm not saying it's classy. I'm not.
You're
You know what I
asking if
mean?
you've ever done it.
What?
You're asking if you've ever done it.
I'm not asking you if you've ever done it. Yeah, I mean, he's asking, have you ever done it? And I'm going, I can get to the point where I have I can get to the point where I'm assuming he's clearly done this. And I'm going, I assume it's not a fucking choice. It's, you got hot, steaming fucking French toast, and you go, fuck. It's like pouring the bowl of cereal and realize you're out of Milky. You know what I mean? You're like, I gotta fucking save this somehow.
That's when you freak out on
I
Patty.
know, just scream at
Get your ass in the car.
Yeah, scream at your mom. But I'm just saying,
Throwing cigarettes in the toilet. Wait, you
I-
gotta go to Wawa now.
I get it gives you the moisture. I'm not saying I would butter it. I would probably fucking throw it out and hit a fucking Dunkies.
Yeah, that's crazy. Ketchup, French toast now.
If you prefer it, you're a fucking psychopath.
Psychopath.
Yeah, for sure.
It's what would throw me off is the image of the French toast I'm picturing has cinnamon involved in it. There's always a little sprinkle of cinnamon.
Sure.
This guy ain't got cinnamon.
Yeah, I mean, dude, he doesn't have syrup, I'm assuming. He
Doesn't
ain't
have
got
what?
cinny. Syrup?
Syrup.
Yeah. Syrup?
Syrup.
Yeah, I say syrup.
Syrup.
Yeah.
Man.
What do you say?
Not that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you
Sir-
want from me?
Syrup.
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 That's a combination of
No.
both. Syrup.
It's called syrup.
I'm gonna get some maple syrup.
Maple syrup.
Yeah, but just say, this goes back to the Stavi thing, though. Just say the S word.
Syrup.
Syrup. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, you're saying syrup.
Syrup. Syrup. I would say syrup.
Like it's a Hall & Oates song.
Syrup. Yeah, syrup. Syrup.
Won't you smile a
Syrup.
while for me? Syrup.
Syrup smiles. Yeah, I might go coin flip, but I would say syrup. Do you have any syrup?
I'd be like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You have no idea. You say milk
Just
and
give me
Pello.
ketchup.
Oh, we don't have any of that. Ours has a Y in it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. This one's from Joey B. It just says, getting your leg humped by a dog in public. It's bad.
It's tough.
It's bad. It's a
In
bad
public's
look.
one
But those
thing.
dogs, they're uncontrollable.
At somebody's house where there's mixed company and their dog is fucking going at you, yeah, it gets
We had
it's tough.
we convinced a kid. We were in 7th grade or whatever, 7th, 8th grade. We convinced a kid. My buddy's dog Fluffy was humping him, and he was like, "Get off of me! Get off of me!" And like there was like 5 of us, and we convinced him that male dogs couldn't come. And this dude, Fluffy still had his heaters on him.
His balls?
Yeah.
Damn.
And we convinced him. So we were dying. He was doing it for like a minute, 2 minutes, fucking heavy pumps.
Going at it.
And he fucking came. They're like this split. He had a stain on his N1 basketball shorts. I'll never forget it. And we're like, male dogs can't come. It's the female that creates the semen or whatever. He's like, okay. And dude, he
Couple
did
of
not
real
live.
MIT.
He did not live that down.
Yikes.
forever.
Yeah, you get cummed on by a dog. You got to change.
That's a bad. You got to
gotta
change
change
schools,
schools,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell everybody you're in the army or
Uh huh.
something.
That was.
That's a tough look.
Mm-hmm.
No boing.
Hans has it now because he's getting his little pebbles growing in. You know what I mean?
Right.
We got to get him clipped in like a month or so.
Aw, poor little puppy. They got a little cone on his head.
Yeah, it's like quick though. Dude, sweet. We're gonna do it at the house, I think.
Take him down to Columbia.
And so it's like the testosterone or whatever is in a dog is juicing. You know what I mean? Like, because now his balls are dry. It's like he's in puberty or whatever.
Do you see have little nuts? I don't think.
Yeah, he's got a couple of little berry dingers.
He does his little pebbles.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
They're pretty bigger than mine at this point.
I don't think I remember seeing them.
Be weird if you were looking. No, I thought you mentioned him. He's got his balls.
I
think you did.
No, there's another dog. I said he's got his balls.
Okay.
That we were looking at for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I wasn't there for that one. I was at Gallaghers.
Holly's walking in from the living room. Your dog's balls taste weird.
Time to get them.
You got peanut butter all over your mouth.
I tried the peanut butter trick. It didn't work.
You're just growling at me.
That's got to be a joke.
I think it's an old street joke.
It has to be.
It's an old street joke of like make sure the peanut butter goes, hey, the peanut butter goes on your balls or whatever.
That's just good stuff.
Yeah,
good,
it's
good,
fun
clean
time.
fun right there. I tell you that much right there. But fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, so he humps. He's humping now in the dog park because he's all juiced up.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
flowing through them. Some dogs don't like it, and then they'll fucking be like, "Yep." They check each other real quick. I'm like, "Hey man, we can fucking chill, but stop humping me." You know, sitting here trying to play catch, and all of a sudden you got your little fucking rocket out.
It's also not it's not always a sexual thing. It's dominance.
Dominance, of course. Yeah. And so he gets fucking yapped at sometimes. You know what I mean? I tell him, "Hey, go back to the room, do it yourself." You know what I mean? Fucking clear your head a little
Give him
bit.
a couple of magazines.
Throw him Pornhub. Yeah, put it on for you.
Guy named Hans being a creep. Who would have thought?
Yeah, who would have thought into some freaky shit?
Some-
He's into public stuff.
It's fun when they watch.
Raincoat and EDM music.
He's in the corner just fucking. But he gets so charged up, he'll start humping the air a little bit. Like if he
Jesus Christ.
well, I mean, his fucking. Imagine if your balls came in one day, and all of a sudden
Hump
you were.
in the air.
Yeah, like he'll like fucking start thrusting.
Maybe he's dancing.
Won't you back that ass up? You's a fine motherfucker. Won't you back it?
Maybe he's got a dog that
A
twerks.
little bit of the bump and grind.
Who is this? I love this song.
This song's great. What do you mean my Venus out?
I know this DJ. It's an old roommate of mine. Hump in the air.
Go down to the dog parks, have a freaky fun time.
I was thinking today, how trained is your parents' dog?
She's awful.
Yeah.
She's
I was trying because it takes a lot of discipline.
She's awful. Our last golden.
And golden retrievers are typically good. They got energy and stuff, but they're typically very smart.
She's a good girl. She's stupid though. That's what we call her. She says she's stupid.
Like, I mean, she is a Foley at the end of the day.
True. The first golden that we had, Yingling, was fucking. I mean, my parents were. We had just left the house. They were in there.
Listen, we get it. That one was good. Get to this demon dog.
Yeah, she stinks. She barks at everything all the time.
You got-
She's just
which I feel is like
barking. If she hears, I can walk in. You can sneak into the house and she wouldn't know it. But if she's out in the backyard and hears like a door's closed, or if anything, she's freaking out. It's brutal.
because we were just, and I think dogs in New York, being that they're in apartments and you're so on top of each other, they become better conditioned not
They
to
hear everything all
not
the
to
time.
bark that much.
Yeah, it's
but
like,
the
what the fuck? Here we go.
suburbs, because my mom kind of got into it with the neighbors a little bit.
What?
Because we went down there yesterday. It was her birthday, so we drove down
Happy
yesterday.
birthday, Niecy.
Took the
What's she at? 60 something?
He doesn't know how old he is.
I said that yesterday. I had it. Oh, dude, you'll be. I had to Google how old am I, and there's an age calculator. You were wrong. I'm 35.
No way.
I'm telling you. Go to howoldIam.com.
He's born in August. It's not
Yeah.
August yet.
I'm 35 in 9 months.
Wait, you're
No,
34?
idiot. You're 36 in a couple months in August.
I
when
said
you-
I'm 35 and 9
What's your
months.
birthday?
8/14/86.
Yeah, he'll be 36 in August.
You can talk while I do this.
No, I can't because you did the math last time and you was wrong.
Yeah. Stupid.
You stink.
Idiot.
Stinkorama. Bop, bop, beep, boop, bop.
Oh my God, you're 35.
I know.
What are you, 32?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're the same age as my brother. Or no, he's 1 year older than you.
There you go.
I got that going for me.
Okay, get back to Nisi. You go down to a birthday party. What's the cake situation?
No, it wasn't a party. It's all very discombobulated.
No cake?
She did a cake the night before with my sister and
She made the cake?
who?
Your mom.
No, I don't know where the fuck they got the
Oh,
cake.
you said she did
my
the
aunt
cake.
made a cake.
Okay.
My aunt made a cake.
I like you more now that I know you're 35.
Why?
I don't
A
know.
little bit cooler.
What's up, kids?
I can't be hanging out
Let's
with
get a couple of skateboards and get the fuck out of here.
I can't be hanging out with two old dickheads.
Let's get another quad in the gymnasium.
There we go.
They did a thing. My brother's out of town. My brother's on vacation, so they did a thing.
Where's he at?
Turks and Caicos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Makes a couple of bucks.
So he's out of town.
That's by the Pier 1 Imports, right? The Turks and Caicos? Nothing
What?
about that? All right. I apologize.
Yikes. I don't even know what that is. Still,
Look up my birthday.
Were you thinking Kinko's? I don't know what you were thinking.
No, Turks and Caicos. It sounds like a store that would be in a mall. Like, go down and get some new shoes at Turks and Caicos.
I don't know about that.
No? You're too familiar with it.
I get you're not.
I've never heard of it. I don't know what it is.
Okay.
You never heard of Turks and Caicos?
No, it sounds like where you'd get, like,
It's right next
like
to the Applebee's.
Sounds-
quilted basket.
This kid. It's crazy that he's gotten good at this. Because you are dumb.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy that you were able to master certain skill sets. Because
I'm-
everything else, you're
I'm really good at, like, 3 things.
yeah, everything else is a mess.
Full-blown shishmart.
Oh, yeah. It's not a good look.
Dumb.
But where the fuck was that? That threw me
Turks
off.
and Caicos. Your brother's on vacation.
I just picture myself
I
in the,
got it.
I picture myself in a mall right now. That's how much he stinks.
Maybe think Outback, too.
I'm at a sunglass trying on Ray-Ban.
Maybe they-
Picking up some wicker baskets down there at Turks and Caicos.
Your brother's on vacation at Turks and
So it's
Caicos.
a little discombobulated.
Your mom did the birthday cake yesterday with your
We
sister.
typically, because it's always right by
Someone's having sex with the neighbor. That's as
we're
far as I
we're
got.
always, her birthday's always at the
Sure.
Memorial Day.
Right.
But my brother being away,
Mm-hmm.
my nephew has a soccer tournament, so they're not sure if and when they're coming down. So they did we're piecing it together a little bit. My brother's away.
His kids are at the age where they're, like, active doing stuff.
Who?
Your brother.
Oh, yeah.
What's his oldest? 10?
No.
Like 9, 8, 9, 7.
7, 8, 8
Okay.
maybe, 7, 8.
Cool.
Yeah. Very good soccer player.
Good.
He's playing in the Philadelphia Union's Academy League.
Very nice.
Very good.
Very nice.
But so we went down. We didn't do a cake. They did the cake the night before. This has
Okay.
gotten so off fucking track.
So just Turks, no Caicos.
Just yeah, just Trinidad, no Tobago. It's a sandwich place. Remember Togo's?
Togo's?
Yeah.
Hey, what are you? Both on screwballs? Let's go. Stick to the script. What happened with the neighbor? There's no cake. You already
There is
lost
no
me.
neighbor.
Jeez, I'm barely hanging on to this story anyway. Throw a cupcake or a sparkler or something in there. Try to keep my attention. Get to the fight with the neighbor.
So, well, it goes back to your dog stinking. These suburban dogs wolf a lot.
Yeah.
They're loud. And my mom, we've been living in this house. This is how I know how trashy. Like, I just come from. It's just in the roots. We're sitting in the back yesterday. We got Hans, and we're teaching him off leash a little bit.
Today's Monday. You were there at Sunday.
Today's not Monday. It's Thursday. Dude, where
Is
are
it?
you? Yeah, it's Thursday, man.
Holy shit. It's Thursday?
Between both of you.
Supposed to be at Turks and Caicos. Supposed to work a shift at Turks and Caicos.
What time's your lunch break at Turks and Caicos today?
It's Thursday?
Yeah.
What are you doing down there on a Wednesday?
For my mom's birthday.
Okay.
Did we forget about that? We're this old fucking...
All
so
right.
whatever. We go down, we take the dog.
Wednesday evening, you're in the
Oh
backyard.
my
no
God, I'm
cake.
going to fucking kill you, dude. Because it's Monday right now. So this is 6 days ago.
I think it's really playing with the listeners because it really does sound like a store. Turks and Caicos.
It doesn't. Everyone's going to think you're the biggest idiot in the world.
They already do.
I know. It's crazy.
Thursday, man.
But it's also, like he said, he made a joke with
I genuinely...
Oh, my God.
It's Thursday? It feels like a Monday.
We're 3 different types of dumbass right now.
It feels like Monday. You sure?
I'm 35. I know what I'm talking about. I didn't know how old I was. I literally had to Google how old am I, and there's a calculator.
Is there a gas leak in here? All right, so go ahead. You're fighting the dog.
So he's walking around in the backyard, chilling.
The
dog, like around us,
Oh,
off
your
leash.
dog.
Yeah, Hans.
Oh, okay.
Off leash, and we're doing like I'm doing the hey, get over here, whatever, you know. And then my mom goes, "You better keep an eye on them, because if those dogs next door come out, it's gonna be a thing." They have these 2 little poodle, like I don't know, whatever.
Poodles
dogs.
can be nasty.
And so in
Not
the
a
suburbs
poodle
too.
Guy.
So our driveways aren't next to each other. It's their driveway, their house, our driveway.
Mm-hmm.
So that side is like our driveway, then like, fucking 10 feet, then their house kind of.
Yeah,
like
I
we
know-
each
I know
have like
the-
a little
The
yard.
place to the if I'm standing at your driveway,
The
looking
place
at
to the left, right
yeah.
there.
They
So-
have that big deck in the
The
back.
big deck, yeah.
Seem like good people.
Yeah, nice, but nothing wrong with the people. It's just the dogs, fucking, they're little yappy dogs. You know what I mean? So they're like fucking, and apparently since I've been gone for a while, it's become an issue.
Mm.
Like my mom can't like go to the car because they're like loot. They have an electric fence, so she'll come out and they'll be in the backyard. See her run over to the electric fence and just stand there and just fucking just bark at her.
Can't you walk over and hey, how you doing, buddy?
I mean, I don't think she's
In the mood for that.
Yeah, I mean they're going.
Okay.
It's a lot. Like I'll go like so. My mom was.
Shut up.
Yeah. So the incident was this one. So
It was an incident.
yeah, my mom plays it cool, but then when she goes, she goes. It's like you're getting a wrath of whatever she's been sitting on. You know what I mean? So they had one, and then they had one of the little dogs for 2 years, and that would bark. 2-3 years, that would bark, and then they got another one, and that one they just like it's like now. So it's like 2 or 3 years with the one, now 3-4 years with the two. This has been happening like 6-7 years, something like that.
Okay.
So my mom's sitting there like talking to my sister at the car, like they're unloading the trunk, and these 2 dogs are just fucking. They're like 3 feet away from me, just fucking losing it.
Where's Hansi?
This wasn't then.
Okay.
This is what my mom's telling me. My mom told me she goes, you better bring them in because that. And I go, oh, okay,
Hey, the story.
let me tell you the story. And she's talking where they can hear. We're in the
Nice.
back, and it's like.
That dumb hooah next door.
It's a quiet backyard, nice deer walking, tropping around. Hansi's looking.
My
at
dad
the
has a
deer.
pretty strong thing going on with the neighbors in the back.
Mhm.
They're not there.
Yeah, they don't exist.
They don't
but yeah,
exist,
he's
but-
pissed at him.
Yeah, he's got something. What are they doing back there?
Uh-huh.
He's like they were driving cars on the lawn there last night. No, they weren't.
Yeah. We were racing.
Take one more of these, okay? Put the Phillies on.
Take 2. Call me in the morning. But my mom finally lost it because they'll come out and go, oh, stop it, pixie dust and whatever the fuck their names are. You know what I mean? Like not do anything. And my mom's like, the fact that you don't do anything is driving me fucking nuts.
Oh, Patty scream! Daisy, shut up!
Yeah, no, they just go, oh, stop it, come back in. So she's like, she finally loses because they come out and they were like barking for like 5 minutes. And I was like, I can't even stand in my own goddamn driveway without these dogs fucking barking at me. She goes, the one, and now there's 2. It's been 5 years. I can't take it anymore. Put them inside. I'll pay the trend. Fucking lost it on it. It was
Put them inside. I'll pay the what?
I'll pay to train it or whatever, like something. This is fun. She goes, I can't even stand in my goddamn driveway. I've been living in this house 32 years, and now these dogs are running the thing. And like, fucking.
She's yelling at the lady.
She's yelling at the lady who's like, I'm sorry. And like, she is they're friends or whatever.
That's it, Niecy. Don't take no shit off these fucking people.
But yeah.
Yeah.
And I know when she loses it, it's she goes. There's no talk. There's no, hey, I'm sorry. It's like, I've been thinking
my
about
son's
this.
up there doing a podcast with this fat loser. Somehow I get thrown.
He keeps hitting on me. He thinks he's got a shot.
That's
He
sick.
thinks he's 35.
Because in terms of like Kippy's rage, we get the the current. That's like the original Coke going out there.
Yeah, that's where no, that's not even where I get it. My dad's full blown cuckoo bananas. He's also fighting with neighbors that aren't there.
Is he?
I'm sure I haven't talked to the man in about 8 years because we're fighting, but sure. But yeah, and I was just like, it doesn't matter. Like, we're sitting in this nice house backyard, and it's like I'm like the dog barking, like, you shut that goddamn yapping dog up. And then my mom goes, they were supposed to
shut that.
My mom goes, they were supposed to train him, and my stepdad goes, well, I got to get the money back. You know what I mean? Because like it's just like a whole fucking
He's chiming in.
a whole to do.
Nice.
Like, you just can't. And then,
Did the lady come over and apologize or anything afterwards?
yeah, but then now they have them on leashes. They have them on like long leashes, but they still do the same thing. They just come out more. They're not trained. They just come out quicker and go like, all right, back inside. She's crazy. I know you smell it on her, but fucking relax.
Does now after that calms down, does Denise go over? Hey, I'm really sorry I yelled at
I don't
you."
think so.
No,
I think she's stern enough to go like, this is what I feel.
Well, listen, man.
You put me in a position to share it. You shouldn't have put me in a position
If
to
our
share
neighbors
this.
came over and were like, yo, what the fuck with the dog? I'd be like, dude, I'm sorry, man.
Mm-hmm.
This fucking dog's stupid.
This dog stinks. You train this fucking thing?
She
We can't.
stinks. But she's such a little baby dog. She's so sweet. She has like anxiety. I don't know why, but
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
probably shouldn't give her coffee in the morning, but
sure.
still.
Yeah.
In a conversation with the neighbors, if you're at your parents' house, how quickly would you mention that your dad's a veteran for like sympathy?
I mean, everybody around us knows who we are.
Yeah, you put the flag up with the horns every morning.
Ready, aim!
The 21 salute gives it away. Playing taps in the back when you open up the pool every season.
My dad's a veteran.
No, I imagine more as like, I'm sorry about the dog. My dad's a veteran, so.
Nah, everybody's pretty cool. The lady behind us hates us.
Dude, I live fucking 5 towns over, and I hate you.
She hates us because
I mean, it's an above ground pool. They won't shut up about this thing.
she's like a little bit
It's not in ground. It's not an above ground in ground.
She's a little bit elevated from us. She's in the neighborhood. They built her neighborhood after they built ours. Ours was like this huge, built in the 50s, cookie cutter, middle class neighborhood. And then there was more land that they built, like the little McMansions.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Not the fatty daddies, but
Yeah.
there's a bunch of them up there, and they're pretty nice. The income's a little higher over there on that part of town. But I mean, dude, since we've had that pool, which has been 25 years, every fucking weekend there's cookouts. The kids are there. The kids
Your
are
mom's
screaming.
topless.
Yeah, Patty's topless. Igor's jerking off. I'm banging my cousin. It's just, it's a fucking scene. And she lives there. Her husband, unfortunately, had passed away years ago, and the kids moved away, and she's there. So she just fucking hates us. And then when they were redoing the fence, she was out there staking out the land.
That's big in the burbs. You got to claim your
by
fucking
herself
territory.
and put stakes up. So we knew it's like 5 feet away. My mom was like, "Fuck this bitch," but she put the stakes up. Now I've noticed she's planted some shrubbery back there, which I think she's expecting will grow, and she won't have to see me jumping into the pool in my underwear. Which I understand, but no, we were never. I mean, your mom's not like that either. That was just pushed to the limits.
No, that's like she would just get to the point. Like she got to that point of like I can't even talk in my I can't hold a conversation outside of my house with without these
we're
things.
trashy, but we're not fight with the neighbors trashy. That my parents would never have gotten. No, It would never be a thing. I mean, there's one neighbor that we have that literally their house is like fucking falling apart, and they do very well. And that kind of shit hurts real estate value in the neighborhood. My parents, we make fun of them and bitch about it, but never.
Oh yeah, never. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
We did have an incident.
That's a sign of ultimate guard when you're fighting with the.
Oh, if you're like
that.
outside, yeah, if you're outside, fucking you. I mean, it has been worse.
You know what put the nail in that coffin? Not that I ever would. But that fucking video over that snowstorm where the guy fucking blew away the two people across the street.
Oh, that shit. Yeah. No.
You ever see that video?
No.
It's not good.
This couple's fucking screaming at this fucking guy. They're going back and forth. Fucking pussy, yeah, over like a parking spot in the snow.
Something
Never
like,
would
or
we
like,
get involved.
where the snow was blowing in the street or something.
Guy walked over, fucking shot the fucking woman, shot the guy, went inside, got the fucking got the chopper, fucking came out and finished them off.
Yeah, real
Yikes.
wild shit.
Yeah, none of that shit's worth it.
No, not at all. But we did have there was this family on the block that we don't speak to. I got into it with, he was a year younger than me, or the other way around.
Is this the kid that beat you guys all up?
No, that was another family. That family moved up from fucking Fishtown or something, tuned us up, toot sweet. Or they were from Flowertown. They were. That was like a settlement family.
A kid beating up your dad. That's a tough look.
No, not beating up my dad. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, it makes you think.
No, I got beat up by the one brother, and then my brother got beat up by the older brother. And then my mom almost got beat up by the mom. Because my mom went with, like, civilized, like, your sons came over to play hockey, and they started hitting kids. They were hitting us with hockey stick, beat the shit out of us. And she's like, my mouth, this boy got hit in the, like, he cross-checked me in the fucking mouth. Like, my shit's fucking busted. And my mom's like, these people, you guys are animals. Like, what, you know your kids are doing? This is crazy behavior. She's like, shut the fuck up. I'll come down there and give you a bloody mouth. She was screaming out of the fucking second-story window in a bra, dude.
Woo!
Yeah. You
screaming out the screen
I was
door.
like, Mom, get inside. Get back in the car. It ain't worth it.
It's like Friday. Coming down here messing with these people.
Uh-huh.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. But we had another.
All right, so we're new in this town, so you boys get out there and whoop everybody's ass.
Yeah, that's what they did. They just came in. It was like jail to them. You know what I mean?
But what made me think of that is I saw a video today on Instagram of it was a fight at a Seahawks game, but there was a dad there with his kid, and the dad got involved in it, and then he's screaming for help, and you could just see the look on the kid's face of, you're scarred for life.
Oh, yeah.
You're now scarred for
Dude,
life.
any of that public
Never.
shit, it's like, dude, you'd have to, like, you can sit there and, I mean, like, you hit on my mom in front of, you'd have to, like, there's nothing you can say to me that'll get me really to the point where I'm like, I want to fight you.
I know you're like this, too. Not that we're tough guys or anything like that, but if it did get to that point, there wouldn't be a scream. Like, if somebody said that to, like, my Uncle Joe or Uncle Mike, there wouldn't be a scream, and my dad, there wouldn't be a screaming match.
No.
It would be, all right, you've crossed the line.
Exactly.
I'm physically attacking.
Yeah,
we're
of course.
fighting.
Of course. But there was one
That
beef.
peacock and shit. They're not going to fly with those old schoolers.
You never have to worry about the loudest guy in the room.
Nah.
My dad told me that when I was like 6. It's like, yikes. Buddy, you've seen some shit, apparently.
It's when you sneak up on them and hit them with a
He
bottle.
goes, let him yap. Let him yap. Oh, all right. Fucking whatever you say, dude. Fucking just don't hit me. We're good.
The ice cream coming? Or?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Go check the Helios, will you, psycho?
Turn the lights on, too, you weirdo. We had one beef that still kind of lingers a little bit. It was another kid on my block, on my street. A year younger, a year older, I can't remember. I want to say maybe younger. And they moved in because they built those houses. They built like 10 of those bigger, nicer houses in that neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
And so all the 10 people moved in. And like it's probably half and half still that are left there. So it's like everybody knew everybody. It was like and then these new kids came in. I remember being friends with him. And he kept calling me fat. We'd gotten an argument or something. And he would call me. He thought he was like teasing me. Like it was like, whatever. He's like, you fat piece of shit. I'm like, oh, now we're fighting, you know what I mean? Like, and I would chase him. Like he would get off
For a minute.
or like I would just go like, we're
You
fighting.
were a little fat piece of shit,
Oh,
though.
yeah, of course.
He's just running away going, I told you.
I'm wheezing.
Mom, get the car. Driving him down.
But I remember, so he came running in. Now, what happened was, I was like, dude, I'm going to fucking, but it was like, after a while, it wasn't like, you fat piece of shit. I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude. But it was like, I think I was mad. It's like a principle thing in my head. I'm like, what bothers me the most is you think you're bullying me, and I will fight you. Like, I don't care that it's more that, like, you go home thinking, haha, I got him. Like, that type thing.
You don't like, yeah.
I don't like.
You're crazy.
Sure. It doesn't offend me. It bothers me you think you can bully me.
Right.
Like, and then I'm like, well, now we're fighting. And I was chasing him, not chasing him, but I was like, all right, well, like, I'm going to I walked onto his property. We were walking over the bus stop. And I was like, we're fighting. So I walked, like, fucking 5th grade or something. So he's like, I'm going, he was like, I'm going to run into my house for safety. I'm like, well, I'm coming. Like, I'm walking up to his door, and his mom comes out. I guess he ran in and was like, Kevin's going to beat me up, or Kevin wants to fight me. And she came out screaming. And when a mom starts yelling, I'm like, I fucked up here. Like, this isn't, you know what I mean? So she's screaming at me, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Thinking this is like gonna blow over. I'm like, Denise will never hear about this. I'm in the clear. I started playing video games,
Eating.
and then I'm sitting there eating croutons or whatever. And my mom comes home like nothing of it. It's like 6 o'clock, and then she knocks on the door, and I was like, I'm fucked. And she's like, hey, come here. And so it was like she had him. No, this woman had her kid. And my mom's like,
what a bitch.
And I'm standing there.
What
and I'm
a
like,
pussy, too.
And I'm like, yeah, he called me a fat, especially at that time, the slurs were, going around. Fat homosexual word, you know what I mean? Like,
Jesus.
And I'm like, that's what he said to me. Like, and she's like, were you going to hit him? I go, yeah. And she's like, why? I'm like, he said this or that. And she's like, my son would never say that. Because I didn't say that. I'm like, I didn't just fucking make this up, lady. And I remember my mom.
It's funny. I picture you now having this conversation. I don't know why. Are you?
No, I was with him as a little kid.
Little chubby kippy?
I'm balding. But I'm like, and my mom's like, yeah, that's fine.
In my head, he is holding a bag of Dunkaroos.
No, we never had Dunkaroo money. I'd have to be at Pat's house for that. Goldfish, you would have had me, or some sourdough nibblers. But that's like trash. My mom goes, yeah, if you call him that, he's gonna hit you. Like, that's like they can't, like, she was her fucking brother. Like, they came from, like, you're talking shit and you get hit. That's the fucking
Do
price.
you owe money?
Yeah, exactly. So it was like, my mom was like, yeah. So then that was them not seeing eye to eye. What's up, new guy Luke?
What's up, new guy Luke?
That's them not seeing. So they drive by each other, no wave,
From that incident. You fat piece of shit.
I'm ruining fucking
Causing
neighborhoods.
trouble.
Yeah.
Wow. What's a kid do now?
I don't know. I've never,
He's got a hot pod?
No hot pod.
Fuck 'em.
Yeah, he doesn't have a new guy Luke, I'll tell you that much.
Bozo.
Okay. Foley was talking about his above ground pool. It reminded me of something I've been meaning to bring up to you fellas for a little bit.
Sure.
Now,
4 inches.
we have the opportunity with this broadcast
3.5.
to do some good in the world, right?
I think we do, but I'm listening.
So, this is what I think we do.
I'm not donating money.
No. Okay. It was just put across our desk onto our radar that Pennsylvania is the state that invented the above ground pool.
I just saw that.
What?
Yes.
Was Akkad? It was
Someone tagged us in
flagrant or
something.
something. Yeah.
Invented the above
The
ground.
first above ground pool was in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think we need to use our platform to get the state flag of Pennsylvania changed to an above ground pool.
I do know the former governor.
Ed Rendell.
Mr. Rendell.
Sled it at his house.
One time, I don't think he was there, but still, I was sledding, hit a jump probably.
Okay. How do we go about that?
I'm the idea guy on this one. I was hoping that you'd pick it up and run with it.
I'll make some calls.
Yeah, it's on the list. It's at the bottom of the list,
Yeah.
but it's on the list.
Yeah. First lav mics. Then the above ground pool.
New set too.
Yeah, new set. Kid likes it. Get some lounge chairs in here. Go real James
Maybe
Corden.
a hospital bed, something for you.
Ooh. Very good. All right, let's do some more cues.
I got to wrap it up.
That's it?
I thought you knew that. I mean, we're at like an hour and 5 minutes
Oh,
here.
that was fun. We'll do some more Patreon. We'll do some more live show cues next time.
Why do you make it sound like I'm taking it away from you?
You're not. I was just excited.
Oh, that's it? All right. I
I
was
know you
finally having fun
I
on
know
this
you don't like
program.
when I do that. I'm trying to work on it. It was just an instinctual reaction. I was having a good time hearing about your fat little childhood.
Thanks.
Having a good time.
Appreciate it.
I thought that was going to get a laugh. Anybody like to tell a joke or anything before we leave? See you next week.
Later.